Compliance requirements for digital humans as teachers under the EU AI Act. The integration of digital humans as teachers in educational settings brings transformative potential, but it also necessitates strict adherence to the compliance requirements set forth in the EU AI Act. As high-risk AI applications, these systems must meet rigorous standards to ensure they operate safely, transparently, and ethically. From conducting thorough risk assessments and implementing robust data protection measures to ensuring human oversight and bias mitigation, providers are tasked with aligning their technologies with regulatory expectations. This document outlines the key compliance requirements for deploying digital humans as educators, emphasizing the importance of transparency, quality, privacy, and ethical design in fostering trust and safeguarding students' rights. Risk assessment and classification. Digital humans as teachers are likely classified as high risk under the EU AI Act due to their influence on students' education and potential impact on fundamental rights. Providers must conduct a Fundamental Rights Impact Assessment, FRIA, to identify and address risks such as biases, inaccuracies, or potential harm. These assessments ensure that the system's deployment aligns with regulatory expectations, including safeguarding students' rights and ensuring the ethical design of AI systems in educational settings. Transparency requirements. To comply with transparency obligations, digital humans must clearly communicate their AI nature to users. Students, educators, and other stakeholders must be explicitly informed about the system's purpose, functionality, and limitations. Generative models used in teaching must disclose details about their training data, and provide mechanisms to address errors or complaints. Transparency ensures informed decision-making and builds trust in AI-driven education tools. Safety and quality standards. Digital humans as teachers must meet stringent safety and quality benchmarks to ensure they deliver accurate, unbiased, and educationally valuable content. Providers need to implement safeguards to prevent the generation of harmful, inappropriate, or misleading material, particularly in contexts involving minors. The quality of educational material and the system's alignment with curriculum standards are critical to fostering positive learning outcomes. Human oversight. The EU AI Act mandates human oversight for high-risk applications, requiring educators or administrators to monitor the performance of digital humans and intervene when necessary. Training programs must be provided to ensure that human supervisors understand how to manage and oversee the system effectively. Human oversight guarantees accountability, and provides a safeguard against errors or inappropriate AI behavior. Data protection and privacy. Digital humans must comply with the EU's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, to protect students' personal information. Providers must establish secure protocols for collecting, processing, and storing data, particularly when dealing with minors. Explicit consent is required for sensitive data processing, ensuring that privacy and data protection are central to the system's design and operation. Bias mitigation. Providers are required to implement robust mechanisms to detect, mitigate, and prevent biases in digital humans. This ensures fairness and inclusivity in teaching content and interactions. By addressing potential discrimination or inequitable outcomes, the system aligns with the EU's commitment to non-discrimination and equality in AI applications, particularly in sensitive contexts like education. Conformity assessments. To verify compliance, providers must conduct conformity assessments before deploying digital humans and throughout their life cycle. These assessments may involve internal evaluations or third-party audits by a notified body, depending on the risk level. Conformity assessments ensure the system meets the safety, quality, and transparency standards outlined in the AI Act, providing confidence in its deployment. Post-market monitoring. After deployment, digital humans must be monitored continuously to identify and address performance issues or non-compliance. Providers are expected to establish mechanisms for collecting feedback, reporting errors, and resolving safety concerns. Regular updates and maintenance ensure that the system remains aligned with regulatory requirements and user expectations over time. Ethical design. Ethical principles, such as transparency, accountability, and non-discrimination must guide the development of digital humans. The systems should promote trust by avoiding manipulative designs that exploit students' emotions or trust. Ethical design aligns with the EU's broader objectives of ensuring that AI systems respect human dignity and fundamental rights. Voluntary codes of conduct. Providers may choose to participate in voluntary codes of conduct to demonstrate their commitment to ethical and responsible AI practices. These codes, developed at the EU or industry level, can offer additional guidance and foster collaboration among stakeholders. Voluntary adherence to best practices can enhance the reputation and acceptance of digital humans in educational contexts. The successful integration of digital humans as teachers within the framework of the EU AI Act requires a holistic approach to compliance, balancing innovation with accountability. By addressing key requirements such as risk assessment, transparency, data protection, and ethical design, providers can ensure these systems operate in a way that safeguards student rights while fostering trust and inclusivity. The Act not only establishes a robust regulatory foundation but also encourages providers to strive for higher standards through voluntary codes of conduct and continuous monitoring. As digital humans become a more prominent feature in education, adherence to these requirements will be crucial to unlocking their full potential while aligning with EU values of fairness, safety, and human dignity.